What's up, everybody? It's your boy Dalion here with BW Sports 1, and we are here with another episode of Combat Zone, powered by Carma Coin. Check out the cryptocurrency that gives away to charities and gives you a chance to win supercars. KarmaCoin.co today. Elite Performance 765-499-1005, where the dream of elite fitness becomes a reality. Call Zach today and get started on your journey. Revved Up Tattoos, 317-537-2667. Book your next ink therapy session with our boy Todd over at Revved Up Tattoos. You won't be disappointed. BaumBurgers, that's right, 7960 US 31 South in Indianapolis. Famous for steak burgers, but they are the bomb. BeeLit Organics, our girl Brittany Carreno has got all the natural products, phenomenal feeling, soaps, bath salts, candles, you name it, she's got it. BeeLit Organics.
Round one, fight.
What's going on, everybody, in BW Sports 1 world? It is now time for another edition of Combat Zone, and today we have one of the top BYB extreme fighters on with us, Jomi Escobosa. Jomi, what is going on, my brother? How we doing?
How's it going, everybody? We live, getting ready for the next one.
Yes, sir. Well, let's tell everybody, since we're popping your cherry here at Combat Zone, let's tell everybody kind of a background of your career. You know, you came from, obviously, the actual backyard fights and stuff like that. So kind of go in and tell the BW Sports 1 world what that was like and kind of going up into that background.
Yeah, so like going in the backyard, it all started with one of my teammates, Jermaine Barnes, Redman Barnes. He was in the backyard fighting. And he was making money out there, and he invited me out there. He's like, "Yo, you want to make money?" And I went out there, got a couple fights, and then once Dada and Mike, made this official, and they made it like pro, like live, like it's actual, it's legal now. I just hopped on since the beginning, and I've just been here riding out the wave, bare knuckle wave.
Well, you had an awesome fight back a few weeks ago with somebody that you said you've never really had somebody talk as much shit to you leading up to the fight. So kind of with the Sergio Mello in that fight, kind of tell us what was going on before, prior to the fight going on, and then we'll kind of talk about the fight itself.
Yeah, so like the trash talk with Mello, he started it first by making comments on Instagram saying that he's gonna pull my teeth out, this and that. And then he had people from Brazil, like I don't know if they were in the prisons of Brazil or something, but they were just a bunch of people saying that the prisons of Brazil are gonna kill you, threatening my life. And I was just trolling, I'm just laughing at them and just trolling with them. He had even his son messaged me and was like talking mad trash to me. And then that's why Luis Melo was mad, because he was saying that I didn't respect his son. But my guy, your son talked shit to me first, I'm gonna troll him. So, that's just how it is. They talk shit first, and I finished it.
Well, you did. Let's talk about that fight. You came out. Obviously, you were confident as hell. He was too. I do remember sitting there watching a nice, clean right hand to the side of his ribs that dropped him. I can't remember exactly what round that was, but I think at that point, it was like one of those, that point he knew he fucked up. It dropped, you know what I'm saying? It dropped him. He kind of looked at you. Then there was another time in the fight where he was slow and hesitant to kind of go down to the knee and you kind of stood over him. Then he kind of looked up and bounced up and was kind of getting in your face for a quick second. What do you think, and what did you take into that fight compared to any other fights that you've been in before? And then how did you grow from that match right there?
Yeah, so with that fight, I knew coming in he's a super experienced fighter. He has like over 30 wins in MMA. He's fought in Bellator before. He trains with the Pitbull brothers out there in Brazil. And he knows, and there's a couple of fighters that I train with that know him and like know his style and saw him fight before in Brazil. So we knew coming in that he was probably the toughest guy in the tournament. And I knew, like, physically wise, his head was the biggest guy. He had the biggest head in the tournament. So we knew that he's going to be able to take damage. And his style was always like eat punches and come forward and, like, make antics. Like, yeah, it didn't hurt. So in my mind, I already knew, well, it was coming for that. We were prepared for him, like, ducking his head. So it'll hit his forehead and, like, break my hand. We were prepared for that also. And yeah, so we just did a lot of in and out movements, hit, don't get hit. That's always the name of the game for me, and bare knuckle especially. And just stay very long. Don't get caught up in brawls because he's a wild guy. He's swung wild, and that's the only thing that he caught me with was with any kind of wild exchanges when we were exiting and stuff. And yeah, the name of the game for that was just stay long and attack the. I should have attacked the body more. I was a little hesitant. I'm not even gonna lie, because he was swinging very wild. In my mind, I was just like, I am not getting hit by any of these. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna stand here, jab him in his face, change his face, make his face look different with the jab. That's one of my main things is jab him till his face look different. You'll always hear that when I fight, because my jab is just something that for some reason people can't see coming. They have their eyes wide open and they just don't see it hit them. But in bare knuckle, the stiff jab will definitely cut you up and destroy your face real easily. But I should have finished him to the body, because that first one that you said that I dropped him to the body, it was more like a 1-2 and then the hard 3 to the body, and he just went flying to the side because I guess it knocked him off balance. And then the other one, I hit him with I forgot, it was like an exiting combo, but he kind of stumbled and wrapped me up and almost like a takedown. I'm just like trying to push him off, like, yo, get the fuck off. And then the one that I actually really dropped him like bad, that where he kind of looked like but so the last one, he was coming in wild trying to get me into one of the corners. So when I was exiting, I was kind of slowly getting out of the corner. I believe it was the neutral corner. I was slowly getting out, like going towards my left, and he threw a hard, like, wild punch. I leaned back and made sure it only hit my hand. So you see it hits my hand, and I right away ripped it. Right hook to the face. Boom, dropped him. Made him look like he was breakdancing. He was just like, oh.
You got some moves, Jomi. You got some
moves. Hey.
That's what happens when you live down towards the Miami area, right? You got to have moves.
Yeah, man, you got to have some type of moves. Like, that's the only way he could make the crowd, go crazy for him.
Right.
Do a little breakdance.
Well, I mean, let's talk about that jab that you got. I mean, you're 6'3", and that jab, like you're saying, is a surgical technician move. As from what we hear, we'll talk about in a little bit. You're going to put that gown on the way to the ring next fight, because you are that surgical technician with that jab. I mean, we see it. You keep the space, you keep them away from you, and you go in when you are ready. And that's why I really like your style. You keep those guys away from you. And again, like I said, you only go in when you're ready. You don't try to get caught up in the brawl itself, because let's face it, in bare knuckle, anything can happen. And like you said, there's a lot of people that throw wild punches in bare knuckle because it can connect and it can lay anybody out at one time. It's only going to take one punch. You know, with your strenuous amount of time spent in the backyard ring, coming from that to the wonderful Trigon that we all know and love nowadays, What was the transition? I mean, how did you feel from the first time you stepped into that Trigon? And I believe the first time it was actually a cage, correct?
Yeah. The first time it was a cage, and then they made it into a ring because it's a lot. It looks a lot better, and you can see it better.
So what do you think compared to, like I said, from a ring to the Trigon? What's the differences? What do you like? What do you dislike? What do you think of the evolution of the combat sports world putting somebody in a fight in a Trigon?
I kind of feel like the Trigon is almost like you could compare it to Dragon Ball Z or Pokemon, the way it has evolved, and each time it has evolved, it's only gotten better. The backyard, it was literally pieces of metal staked into the ground and caution tape in a triangle. And you got the whole crowd, neighborhood, and everything in that wild, in the hot Florida heat, humidity. It's crazy atmosphere. Like you always come out like a dog. From the backyard, it makes you turns into a savage, into a more savage mindset, almost like like pit bulls fighting. And then once it evolved into the whole cage. They created the whole cage. Hey everybody, this is my dad right here. It's the man who made me the man.
There you go. What's up,
But
Dad?
so the cage, when they created the cage, it was pretty dope because it's like, a UFC cage, but way smaller. So it
Mhm.
still had that MMA feeling to it. So it was still nice. And everything is built right, but the only flaw that the cage had was that the camera angles.
Yeah.
For the camera angles, it wasn't as how do you call it, like as visible, or you
Mhm.
couldn't get the best angles and stuff like that like UFC can because it's more bigger. And then once they evolved into the ring, that's like the final form. Like when you turn into Charizard, like that's the final form. Like the ring is just like it's visible, perfectly visible. It's I don't know, it feels great to just be on the ring, like almost like a boxing ring, like it's bare knuckle boxing. It's. And then the way the angles are for the triangle and the corners,
Mhm.
it's made for like pure combat, for right here, right now. If you want to get out of the corner, you got to push forward because you can't cut out. So it's amazing how they evolved over the years, and they finally made it into what it is now.
Well, I can't wait to see even more evolution. I don't know how really much better that can get,
Yeah,
but it's sitting pretty nicely right now. Now,
right.
I meant to ask this earlier. I want to know, and the BW Sports One World wants to know, where did the Archangel nickname come from?
So like back then, they in amateurs they kind of call me like Pirate, Jomi the Pirate, because of the whole beard and stuff like that. But as a pro, I made sure to change my name because like I'm more of a biblical guy. And my mom named me after the Archangel Michael. So I said, let me keep it clean, keep it, biblical, and it makes more sense. And Michael is the warrior angel. He's the one of the archangels, and he's the one who leads God's army. So, he's the one who's gonna strike down the devil when he comes back. So I strike down all the time.
I like it. I like it, brother. I like it. Now, leading up, BYB7 September 11th down in Miami. Your guys' home city, hometown, really, was supposed to originally been Matt Delanoy because he beat Rene Rodriguez in the last fight. However, Matt's out for still on suspension because of injuries. And now we have the matchup that a lot of people have been wanting to see for a very long time, I'm sure, with you going up against White Boy. Now, I know you guys are friends. I know you guys have spent many times and many days around the backyard scene together, but never fought. What does this mean for you taking on a friend in Rene Whiteboy Rodriguez and for the title of the BYB 185 pound?
Yeah. So the thing with fighting is whether you're fighting a friend or foe, both have to realize that this is a war. So like you have to, your mentality has to be kill. Whoever you're fighting is kill. After that, you go back to being cool and all like that. But in the beginning, it's like as soon as you sign the contract, it's how do you say it? What's the good old saying? Hold on, I got you right now, I got you right now. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. It's a funny one. No disrespect. With all due respect, I don't respect who signs that contract. So
I
it's like it's
totally
time for
understand.
war, you know. It's time to kill. We both made it to the top. It's time to put on a show for our city, and you know we both trying to get that belt. You know, that's all. That's all it is. We both trying to get that belt, so we both gonna show how much we want that belt, and everybody will see how much I want it. I promise you that.
Well, I think
You're gonna know that Jomi knew he was getting that belt.
there you go. There you go. I mean, that's the only mindset for any fighter to go into a fight with is you will win, you will be victorious because the first sign of doubt in one's mind is a done deal. I know it.
Correct, man.
I've been in
Correct.
amateur fights before. I've been in street fights before. Once you think that, damn, I can't win this, it's a wrap. You shouldn't even step in there. Now, I don't think, and I could be wrong, I don't think with you guys being friends, I don't think that there's going to be a lot of shit talking like there was with Luis Mello and you. Maybe a little hype towards the fight itself, but I don't think, and again, I could be wrong, but I don't think there's going to be a lot of back and forth shit talking between you two. And if there is, I think it's just going to be funny and enjoyable to watch leading up to September 11th.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be funny. We make it funny because at the end of the day, we both respect until we got to fight, and we're definitely gonna put on a show because I want that belt, So I'm gonna make it really really hard for anybody in this world to get that belt, and then once I get it, the guys from the other side, BKFC, they're gonna have to, they can't run, they can't hide. They're gonna have to fight me, and I'm gonna start collecting belts from any 185er that's around. So that's my goal right there. Is
Well,
maintain this BYB belt. Tell all them BKFC guys like, hey yo, you got that 185 belt? Come see me because I got a better record than you. Because I got a better record than any 185er in BKFC,
I mean,
and it's only
speaking
gonna
of,
keep
you
going.
are 6-0 in bare knuckle, correct?
Yeah, and it's only going higher than that, and it's only gonna get worse and worse because my jab is only getting faster and stronger. My bones is only getting stronger. I'm not breaking bones because I'm tactical. It's a chess match. This is boxing, but more of a chess. This is like chess boxing. You could call bare knuckle boxing is chess boxing, because one wrong thing, one wrong, too much power, wrong angle in the head, hit the forehead, you're breaking something.
Hmm.
And then now what? Your face looking like you're in a blender and shit. Nah, man. Like my
Yeah,
face, you see how my face is?
you're still
My
pretty. Look
my
at you.
name of the game is to look like this after the fight every single time. You got to. You got to hit, don't get hit on some Mayweather shit, but you want to be on some, throw more punches and land more than your opponent at the same time. So nobody could say, oh, you hit and run, blah, 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 boring. Nah. There's a couple of haters that then in the comments that tried to say that, oh, all I did was run. But if you look at the stats sheets, I threw more punches, landed way more punches, and his face, we all seen his face. His face after the fight was like it was so satisfying seeing his face after the fight because of all the shit talk. Like when
Hmm.
someone talks shit to me, it's just like I love it. It only motivates me. And it really motivated me to make his face look different after that fight.
And
And then look,
we saw you after the fight eating pizza like nothing ever happened.
yeah, right. Like I'm just like, woo, what a nice workout. And then
See?
look, like walking into my apartment, it's like you walk in, right? As soon as you walk in, you see this little display. I made this the BYB tournament display. So that was the first round, the quarterfinals, right here. Walked
Okay.
away, TKO. And that was against a very tough opponent too, against Leo Fla. And then right next to him, I already have it. It comes in tomorrow, I believe. But right next to him, right over here, is going to be Luis Melo getting jabbed in the face. And then right here on the bottom is going to be the championship photo. And then I have like a little stand right here for the belt and all that, make it nice. So when you
Nice.
first walk in, you see the champions here.
Well, when you get that all situated and set up, I expect to get a picture sent to me so I could see it and I could put it out there for you because I am really looking forward. And this is no disrespect to Rene at all whatsoever. I'm really looking forward to you guys getting in there together and banging. Like I said, I know a lot of fight fans, especially a lot of bare knuckle fans, have been wanting this fight for a very long time. And it's about damn time that we're getting it, and let alone it's in the Trigon, and I can't wait. So I do know, and I do hear from that night that we were there that you are a crypto guy, correct?
Correct, correct. I am,
So
I am on the cryptos. I'm on the
you
stonks,
see the logo that
trying to
I
go
got
to the
on, right?
moon. So I did pick up some Karma Coin as soon as I seen y'all. We're on board with BYB, and I'm about that, man. I'm about that. It's a new generation. It's a new time in this world, and I feel like the crypto world is coming up.
I
And
agree.
you guys are doing an amazing job over there, and I definitely want to hop on.
Well, we definitely appreciate that. And we just heard what yesterday or the day before that Miami's coming out with their own cryptocurrency down there very soon. So maybe that is a good sign for the future as far as the cryptocurrency world goes. Everybody starts getting, uh, you know, evolving and jumping on board with that.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. The crypto, because it's inevitable. I feel like it's inevitable for crypto. Everything is starting to be it's going more into the electronic currency, the virtual reality world and stuff like that. So we have to evolve. Just like the BYB Trigon has evolved, we gotta evolve also, and just help the world, help spread the wealth from people who stole so much from us.
Very true. Very true. They steal it every day and they're not
Yeah,
stopping until we stop
them
them.
damn whales.
All right, brother. One last thing. It's our segment called Rapid Knockout. 5 questions, absolutely nothing to do with fighting. Doesn't have to be really quick. If you want to elaborate on an answer, go for it. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
First question. Favorite food?
Dominican mango is like mashed plantain with onions.
Hmm, never had it. Maybe when I'm down there in
Gotta
September,
try
I
it. You
might
gotta
have to
try it.
try it.
Mango,
Okay. All right. I'm going to look you up when I get down there in Miami. We're going to have to try it somewhere.
for sure, for sure.
All right. There you go. Second question. What is on the playlist of the Archangel? What is your go-to music, whether it be an artist, a genre, or a song? What is the top for Jomi?
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with.
Nice. Nice. You know what my favorite Wu-Tang song
Which
ever
one?
is Triumph.
Triumph. Yeah, that's one of the hard ones.
That is one of the hardest. Now, I love Enter the 36 Chambers. I love that album. That first
Yeah,
album was
that shit
banging,
was.
but man, when Triumph came out, that was like, mm,
Yeah, my
jizz's
my absolute
jizz's lyrics
favorite.
right there.
My absolute favorite was Protect Your Neck.
Oh yeah, yeah,
92.
yeah.
I was
See?
only 2.
Oh man, you just made me feel old. Then I'm like, that was about 10 years old when that came out.
Oh jeez, I had my older cousins playing that shit for me.
There you go. There you go. All right. So if it's not question number 3, if it's not combat sports, what's your favorite sport to watch or participate in?
Um, I would say soccer. I like playing soccer. Um, if not combat sports, soccer, football, basketball. Those are sports that I always play for cardio that help me
Okay.
for fighting.
So let me
So
ask, who's you a Dolphins fan?
Yeah, I'm always been a Dolphins fan. I got the OG Taylor jersey, 99.
All right,
You know,
I can respect that. I can respect that.
I'm an OG Ravens fan too. I'm a Ravens and Dolphins fan.
Okay, all right. So Lamar Jackson fan.
Yeah. He came out of like the same area that I came out of over
Okay,
here.
all right. And Miami Heat fan in
Yeah, of
basketball, I'm
course.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the starter. Damn, I don't know if I have it. Let me see. Hold on.
You know,
I might have it.
we had a hell of a rivalry going. I'm from Indianapolis, so the Pacers and the Heat, those couple
Yeah, that
years going
shit's
back and forth, that was awesome.
yeah, for sure, for sure. Damn, I don't have it.
You got the
But I
starter
have
set up.
an oh wait, I think I do. Yeah. This is how you know I'm a Heat fan. This jersey I had since I was 5 years old.
Shit
Miami
still
Heat
fits.
starter. Look at that. The starters.
Damn.
Lonzo Mourning.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. I was always a Zoe fan, but that was from even back in the days when he was with Charlotte, man. I loved Zoe. He was a badass.
When I was 5 years old, that shit hit my knees.
Man, it was good. It was good. All right. So folks, he's obviously a true, not fair weather. He's a true Miami Heat fan right there. So, question number 4. Favorite hobby other than fighting or training to fight? What does Jomi like to do to kick it?
I like to invent and build and like just engineer things. Like I have a best friend who's like a mad scientist. We like to call him the Rick Sanchez, the real life Rick Sanchez. And yeah, he creates a lot of dope technology, and we just make a lot of stuff. Creating stuff. We're actually planning to create a research and development company. When the cryptos go up, and the money comes up.
Nice. I
So
like
be
that.
on be on the lookout for that, because we're gonna be on some Rick and Morty stuff, research
I
and
like
development,
it.
creating some new technology.
What type of technology are you thinking? I mean, as far as like what section of of life?
What section of life? What?
Like the technology that you're wanting to invent and create and engineer, what are you kind of what realm of life are you looking at?
We're just looking at things that can enhance the human body naturally with like natural thing. Like one thing, like especially that I've worked with is negative ions. If you research negative ions, it's like one of the only things in the world that can repair neurons in your brain. And we make like little small devices that creates negative ions, and it blows it into the, and it'll change the whole smell of the entire room. And like you can blow smoke into the little fan, and the negative ions literally destroy all the bacteria, so it's almost like an air purifier, and it
Okay.
helps your memory focus. It's helped me a lot in my evolution in fighting. And stuff, just stuff like that. Like he has the different machines, like for muscles, like like the muscle stimulators. He enhances those too. And then yeah, we just try to find different ways to enhance the body, and also like fun stuff like laser guns. Try to be on the same race as the world and creating the first laser gun and stuff like that. you know
Nice.
trying to eventually help the military.
I
So
like it, man. I like it. See, this is the type of shit that not a lot of people, especially in the fight world, understand and know about Jomi, and that's why we do rapid knockout here to get this rolling. Final question: whether it be in the sports and entertainment world or your home life, favorite role model. Who was your role model growing up?
role model, I'll have to say my dad. My dad, man. My dad's a real hustler, man. He's my whole life, working hard, hustling, making sure that we have everything we needed. So, like that's always driven me to make sure, he has everything he needs. Make sure my mom has everything, my family. So, he's the one that's like that really gave me that push, that strong mentality. He's the one who taught me. He's the man that taught me how to be the man.
There
So
you go. I
yeah,
like it, man.
that's
I
my
like it.
biggest role model. I'll say my dad, and his dad, my grandpa, both my grandpas. I will say them. because they're the ones that really instilled that hustle, that strong mentality, and because of them, I would say nothing can affect me mentally. That's the good thing. That's one thing that I have over every fighter is that they can say the most disrespectful thing and I'm gonna laugh at them. I'm just gonna be like, yeah, okay. And I just say some shit back to them. Like there's nothing that can affect me mentally. The only thing like that I have to like make sure that I'm on point because everybody, you know, can't control like 100%. But like when you're in a fight, you always got to control the composure and not get caught in brawls. So that's the main thing. It's just controlling composure. But other than that, like mentally, like I've never been scared for any kind of fight. Like whether it was street fight or my first amateur fight when I fought somebody who was a blue belt. I didn't know no wrestling. I maybe had like 1 year of training kung fu, and then I was like a year off break. I'd have like stuff like that. Like my role models, like literally because of them, I've never been nervous for a fight at all. And it's funny. It's kind of weird to say because of all the different legends in the world that say different stuff about being scared or nervous before a fight. But I'm just like, damn, I never felt that. That shit has to be a good thing because like the only thing that can affect me is me not training or
Right.
me, just not preparing correctly. So that's all I have to, is make sure it's, prepare correctly and I'll be good.
There you go. Jomi Escobosa getting ready to take on Rene Whiteboy Rodriguez at BYB7 September 11th down in the Miami area. Jomi, now is your chance. You have anybody that you want to thank? Any sponsors? Anything? The floor is yours, sir.
First, glory goes to the creator of all things, Yahuwah, Baruch Hashem Yahuwah. I want to thank my family, thank my team, management, Team KO committee. Uh, that team always gang. Um, Always been with me since the beginning. I want to thank my other team, Sanford MMA. That's nothing but killers in that gym. Nothing but killers from all over the world, different promotions and stuff. They help me get ready for anything. Also, yeah, man. Just thank to all my teammates, the Team KO committee, and everything. Thank my girl who's she's makes sure that I'm on point with everything, that I'm eating good, that Jomi makes weight and everything. So, that's the queen right there. Gotta always give thanks to her too. And then thanks to y'all for giving me, this opportunity, this platform to talk shit on here, before my fight. But I appreciate everything. Appreciate all the fans, all the haters, because y'all motivators.
That's right. That's right. Well, Jomi, we appreciate your time, brother. I'm looking forward to this fight for sure, and I'm definitely gonna hit you up when I get down there in Miami that fight week, so we can get some more interviews together and get ready for that fight. So until
Yeah.
then, you know who it is. It is John Michael Jomi Escobosa getting ready. BYB7 September 11th down in Miami. Jomi, thanks again, and as
Thank you,
always.
brother.
Yes, sir. And as always, you can check everything out at BWSPORTS1.com over here at Combat Zone. And for now, we are out. Peace.